guys, thanks for stopping by Square One Games. I'm Exonovit.
And I'm BA Baker Boy 15, and we're here with some more tips and tricks for Battlefield 3.
Alright, so here we are on Tehran Highway, and this video is about the Nemesis Ribbon. There's a lot of debate as to how you actually unlock this ribbon. A lot of forums that don't really give clear answers, I guess, on how to get this. So we decided we actually got it in one of our gameplays and decided we'd post this as kind of like the proof as to how to get it. As you can see right here, DaVinci 1 just got ran over by the Growler. Which, by the way, this is a great board to get the roadkill trophy on too, because you can just run over people right there at the beginning of the match. But keep in mind that just keep watching the gameplay, and you'll see where DaVinci 1 keeps going down, and then we'll eventually talk about how we actually get this ribbon. So the graphics on the top right, and it kind of keeps score as to how many times we kill him, and obviously it'll be proof as to how to get the ribbon. So with that out of the way, I know that people are watching this video going, oh my god, they're using the USAS. So let's talk about that. There's been a lot of controversy over the USAS and how strong it is. Now let me go ahead and state our position as a channel and as players of Battlefield of what we think about the USAS and these other guns that some people are saying is like OP. Obviously, we started watching a lot of YouTube videos when we decided we were going to do a channel, and over the last couple of weeks, I've been seeing videos on YouTube that says that certain guns are OP. So it would be wrong for me and Bake to put out a video as to why we think something's OP when we never use those guns. So we typically don't use the USAS and the FAMA. I think
it's just not our style.
Yeah, you run with what? The Recon, right?
I dig it. Yeah, I dig the SKS.
Yeah, and I usually run support, and I usually run some of the lightweight machine guns because I like the big clip size. Because normally I'm very aggressive, so I gotta have a gun that I don't have to reload as often. So just get that out of the way.
There's a whole video that we talk about that.
Yeah.
So
we've got a video coming up in the next, I don't know, couple of days, maybe even a week out. It's 30-something minutes long. It's pretty detailed as to what we think about these, our opinions and thoughts on them. But I don't want you guys to think that we run around with these and spam lobbies and try to make people mad. That's not it. But as a commentator, it would be inaccurate for me to say, oh yeah, these guns are OP if I don't use them, if I don't really know how strong they are or weak they are or whatever. So we spent about 3 weeks just capturing footage, using the guns and experiment with them and actually seeing how OP they were, quote unquote. And it just so happens that while we were filming that for you guys, right, so we can have that debate, we got the Nemesis Ribbon. So I don't know, it was kind of like one of those things, right, where I'm not going to not help the community in understanding how the Nemesis Ribbon is unlocked just because it's overlaid with gameplay that people may or may not feel is appropriate. So that was the trade-off. So if I killed you with this USAS in this gameplay, I apologize. I don't do this. This is not how we typically play. I think I have like, I don't know, 4,000 or 5,000 kills with the M249, which is one of my favorite weapons. So this by no means is the gun that I typically use, and I know you typically don't use the FAMAS. So there you go. So I'm sorry if anybody's upset that the gameplay is the USAS, but like I said, that's just kind of the way that it happened.
But that's not even why we're here,
yeah,
right?
The Nemesis
That's not what we should be focusing on.
Yeah,
right
so try to focus on the fact that if you're unsure how to get the Nemesis Ribbon, we're keeping score in the top right. We've already killed DaVinci 1 twice, and so we're just keeping track of that, you know, during this particular gameplay. So, so another thing is DaVinci 1. If you're watching this, or if anybody knows who DaVinci 1 is, this video is not to exploit you or make you feel bad or anything like that. That's not what we're doing.
You should feel awful.
But
no.
But the only reason why we have it posted like that is because it's really hard to keep track of at the bottom of the screen, and it's just easier to have a graphic that kind of shows that, right? So, all right, well, let's get into some of the gameplay. Like, let's get into some of what we're actually trying to do.
What a small world, right? Like, if he actually did. Like,
yeah.
If he was, like, the first person to comment on this, and, like, you guys suck, right?
Yeah, we're not. Right. Look at that.
That would be...
Boom. AKS 74U. So, yeah. number 2 took me out in the corner.
That's the worst. I don't care, man. That is the worst.
But you know, we've also been, you know, low rank taking out Eagles. I remember back when the game first came out, we were low rank taking out Eagles. But that's just how it is. This is a pretty funny part because I can take this guy out, and then there's another guy, and I'm like, if I just play dead, he won't see me, but he sees me and takes me out. But yeah, we got the one of the MCOMs already planted there.
There's
and
number 2 again. Look at him.
I know, he's a beast.
You know what? He's probably one of those guys that had to like start a new account. He was actually like an Eagle 5.
Yeah.
You know, this map looks weird to me, right? Because I don't even see this part of the map
you used to.
usually.
Yeah. For you guys who
Like,
don't know, the way that we divvy up our, I guess, task or whatever is, I normally play all the rush and he normally plays all the conquest. That's typically what we fell in love with when we first got the game. We feel like we're decent players at both game types, but when it comes to YouTube and putting out content, he normally gets all the conquest. So as you all know, usually in rush you get to see more of the map. Than check this guy right here. Boom.
Is he behind?
He's got, you know, that spot that everybody gets in that spot. I normally always look down when I fall, but I didn't that time, and I was about to go plant that. But I think I still get this MCOM, but yeah, he normally plays the conquest, and I normally play the rush map. So he's not used to seeing some of these areas. Here's a real funny part. I've got a guy I'm communicating with, and he's like, they're up in the trees, and then I get knifed from behind. So I'm like, maybe they were behind me. Maybe that's what you should have said.
Now, what's worse, getting killed by like a level 1 or level 2, or getting knifed in the back?
I think getting knifed from the back is the worst. I don't know. I feel like when I get knifed from the back, that I feel like I did something wrong. Like I feel like that I wasn't paying attention enough to where enemies might be. So I just hate getting knifed. I hate getting knifed.
See, I get knifed a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, kind of capping a flag or hanging back.
Yeah.
Right. You know, with the sniper, the SKS, whatever I'm rolling with.
Now, here's a good strategy. I don't know if the community thinks it's like cheese or not, but man, I've done this strategy so many times and it works. You can see we're down to 40 tickets. Normally when I get down to like past the 50 ticket mark, I go into like I'll do whatever it takes mode, I guess. And the best thing to do is to drive this Amtrak, which is also like a good mobile spawn point, right? If any of my team is dying right now, they can, there's that guy that got me. Payback, buddy. If anybody dies right now, they can spawn right by this MCOM. They can spawn right in that Amtrak, and it acts as like a mobile spawn point, which is really what's been killing us. If you've been keeping up with it, we've been all spawning back in our deployment, which gives the defense time to set up. So I parked it, and that's also giving defense, if anybody's coming from like the B side, they can't shoot anybody who's on A. So even if, let's just say they were to disarm right now, and I go back and I arm it, I'm completely protected from all sides but that left wall right there. So
look at that, you learn something new every day.
Yeah. And you can see I just had people spawn in there and get out. Now they're destroying it, but the purpose of that vehicle right then was a bit of a sacrifice, right? Now the only problem with that is sometimes the enemy will get in that, and that's not good. So that's why I stayed there and kind of, I guess, camp or whatever you want to call it. I was making sure that the enemy team did not steal my Amtrak, because that's not good. I was running support here, so
that seems like that'd be my luck.
Yeah. So if they did by chance get in my Amtrak, I would just go up behind them and put some C4 down and take it out. So this guy right here is trying to snipe us as we come in, so just take him out right quick. And go up to the next map.
That would be my luck. So like I'll get in a tank, right? I'll get out to cap a flag, right? Maybe because I can't reach the area, and then the other team will get in it. Yeah. That definitely seems like something that would happen to me.
And you can see here, guys, that we're on the third part of this map. I play real aggressive, man. I don't, I try to beat that count out line as much as I can. And you can see my teammate there is running on, and we're communicating. So I don't want anybody to think I'm hanging him out to dry. I'm basically trying to tell him where the enemies are. He still get took out. I didn't see that other guy. Normally, if you rush this B side very quickly, we always normally can plant this. Sometimes they diffuse, but it's worth a shot to just try to put yourself out there and get it planted real quick, because that's where they spawn at. So if you can take that one away from them, and then A's the only thing left, and they're spawning where the B used to be, then it gives you a little bit more time to take A out, because they got to run across the entire map to get to A.
Those tactical lights, man.
Tactical lights!
It's like Superman.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like you should just be wearing a cape.
That's ridiculous.
And I guess somewhere we took out Da Vinci a third time. Sorry we didn't point that out, but yeah, we must have took him out a third time. Here's an interesting point. A lot of times in these maps, the enemy will try to trap your spawn. Right? They'll try to trap your deployment. And boom, right there. I go to drive up and I see a tank. So one of my teammates spawned in the Amtrak. I told him to stay in the Amtrak, and I was gonna get this tank. And then this guy's trying to snipe me. Now watch these magic moves. My aim is terrible, but look at me ducking and dodging. Oh, he's going down.
It's almost Halo-like.
But I can't see anything right now. You know, I'm shooting way over there, and he's on the other side. I can't see anything. So I pull my B.A. Baker Boy move, where I run around and watch this. It's pretty neat. Now, a lot of you guys might be saying, well, why don't you go ahead and rush and just forget about this guy? I just don't want him bleeding our tickets. A lot of times when you spawn in from your deployment, you don't expect the enemy to be there. And the last thing you want is for somebody to kill 5 or 6 of your tickets when they really shouldn't be, right? So I stayed back and made sure that I
pull a little loop-de-loo.
Yeah. I always try to kill anybody who I feel like is like attacking our deployment, because a lot of times when you deploy in on these big maps, you just want to take off, right, and start sprinting. And obviously everybody knows that when you're sprinting, you're not really in defense mode either. Now look at this. I see that everybody's on B, so I go straight to A. Ain't nobody over here. And I think that's my second or third plant this match. So a good place to go is over here in these little bushes. Lay down. What happens is that dumpster right there has kind of got you covered on your left, which is typically where they're going to be running in from, and they can't really see you. And so by the time they get there, they think that nobody's here, and you're able to just shoot them as they disarm, like this guy right here. And there you go. So this guy, I don't know where he came from. This is a pretty interesting part, because I do my jucking and jiving again, because there's like 2 guys right here. Tack lights like crazy. I can't see anything. God,
those things.
I got 2% health.
I thought they nerfed those, right?
Yeah, I mean, I got 2% health running around, and finally I just throw a grenade and just say, you know what, this is not an engagement that I feel like I'm in control of. So, and I don't want to lose tickets, right? I don't want to lose tickets for my team just because I feel like, you know, I need to kill somebody, right? You still want to make sure you're not bleeding tickets for your team. I'm still looking for that guy. And I think.
Is this not the game where you got 2?
No, I do have another gameplay. I think it was right after this gameplay, because to be honest, guys, we didn't really know how to get the Nemesis Ribbon either. We've gotten it a bunch of times, but we've never PVR'd it.
Wasn't it? What about when we first got the game, right? And we were testing theories, and we thought,
oh man,
we thought like somebody had to kill you 5 times, and then you had to go and kill them.
I read a forum, guys, that some guy claiming that he knew how to get it, and he was saying that, oh, what happens is you have to die 5 times, and then you come back from that 5th death, and you kill the person who killed you 5 times twice. And that's how you get it. So, and everybody was like, oh yeah, that's how you get it. And I don't know. I don't think there's 2 ways to get the Nemesis Ribbon. I wouldn't think there would be 2 ways to get it. But man,
and this is like back when it first came out, right? The first week or 2.
And I looked at you and I was like, so what am I supposed to do? Just try to die? Like, because a part of what we do is getting trophies. We like to get trophies so we can share them with you guys. And I was like, I don't want to go around lobbies and just die. Like, that's not really gonna be helping my team. So we kind of just put it on the back burner, and even though we were getting them, we couldn't really like give proof about it. And so when this video came along and we were forced to make a decision between posting footage that shows us using the gun that we know is going to get
frowned upon,
but you got to understand what we were trying to do. This video was trying to help you guys get the Nemesis Ribbon, and so we can have some footage to have on the video when we do the debate. So there you go. That's kind of why I don't know why I cannot kill this. There he is. He's finally gone down. Now a lot of people might be wondering what I'm doing here. I'm not really aiming to this guy to kill him, but I just want to suppress him a bit. That's something I always do. If I see somebody across the map, I'll shoot in their general area, especially when I have like the M249 or one of the lightweight machine guns. It's because I don't want them to be able to see, right? I know that I've got teammates somewhere over there, right? And if I can, you know, if I can take out a little bit of his vision, then that's what I try to do. It looks like we killed Da Vinci a 4th time.
Right, now, yeah, and that's something we wanted to point it out real quick. Like, on the 5th one, right, it'll say...
Oh, yeah.
It'll say at the bottom...
Nemesis victim... What does it say? Yeah. Nemesis victim. Yeah, and then 50 points.
Right.
Yeah.
And it won't be bold. It'll be kind of... See how enemy killed is kind of bold. It'll be a lighter color, right? A smaller text almost.
Yeah, and typically when you get it, it seems like, you know, you've got an enemy down, 100 points coming up. You may have taken out a tank. A lot of times there's a lot of points flashing at the bottom of your screen, and so you might tend to not even see it when it says Nemesis Victim 50. But really the trick is, as soon as you see it say Nemesis Victim 50, pay attention to the guy that you killed to get those points. And then basically all you got to do is kill him one more time, and you get the Nemesis. And we'll show you that here in a second. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Here we're rushing around. I've got a teammate with me, and he and I are communicating, and I'm basically saying, hey, you know, you go plant. I'm going to make sure that I stay alive, and I'm going to watch their spawn and get you. You see him going over there by the bus. I'm basically, yeah. I mean, we're totally playing the objective.
It makes it so much more fun when you get to play with like somebody else, right? That you know and can talk to, and I don't know, actually do what you.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Where y'all coordinate.
Because and guys, take this into note too. If you're playing Rush, there should be a lot of times it's like everybody tries to plant. You know, you'll get 4 or 5 guys trying to plant one bomb at the same time. And here's the thing: only one guy can plant it. It's better for the other 4 people to stay back and keep an eye on that dude, and then if he dies, be a spawn point, than for somebody to get a lucky grenade on that bomb and you know, take out your whole team, and then you're probably never going to get a chance to get back and plant the MCOM. So anytime I'm playing with a teammate that I can communicate with, typically before the match starts, we'll kind of designate who's going to be trying to stay alive and who's going to be trying to plant. Not to say that if I get a chance to plant that I won't, but you know, it keeps it kind of organized, especially when we get in these heated battles. I think I'm about to get my see how that guy's running back there. I feel like he's going to be trying to take out some of our tickets, and I'm big on that. I thought he might be laying in there because that's typically where they like to go, but he wasn't. And I know a lot of people would debate and say, why don't you just go ahead to B? But like I said, I'm under 50 tickets. That's kind of my rule. I feel like 50 tickets should be spent trying to get one MCOM, and then 50 should be spent trying to get the other. Here I'm just trying to lay down suppressive fire. I see a bunch of enemies over there. And I'm also trying to make them want to shoot at me. Because if they're shooting at me and I've got all this cover, then hopefully that gives my teammate who's over there now a chance to sneak in the back door and plant. So I'm not just shooting for the sake of shooting. I'm just trying to make sure that they know I'm over here. I think this guy's going to come over this wall right here. I think he's going to do the Superman over the wall.
Pull a little Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Like a little, does he like do the Call of Duty jump?
I think, right? I don't know if it's here, if it's later, but I know that. Okay, I killed this guy. Yeah. So that's Da Vinci. So notice the Nemesis Victim 50. I got this guy on the flank. He's down. And what I'm doing now is I'm basically just trying to stay alive because they got a tank up there. I don't see any tanks on our screen. I think we got a lob coming behind us or something. But my job there was just to try to stay alive, but I failed. But
So now the next time we kill him, right?
Yeah.
Should be the Nemesis Ribbon should pop.
Yeah.
So it's killing somebody 6 times.
Correct, 6 times. It doesn't have to be in a row. Here I'm just checking my sensitivity, but it doesn't have to be in a row, and it doesn't matter if they kill you in between. Some forums say you have to kill somebody 6 times in a row without dying to that person. And we used to think that too, and that's not the case. So as far as we can tell, there's only one way to get the ribbon. I would think there's only one way to get the ribbon. And this is just kind of our proof that it just takes 6 kills. Because you know I've died. I don't know though. I don't know if I've died at the hands of DaVinci 1, but I'm pretty sure.
I'm sure somebody will point it out in the comments.
Yeah. So if
I have no.
Yeah. If I did die and you saw it, just put a note, because that'll let us know that it's that it has to be 6 kills without dying or dying to the same person. But I'm pretty sure that I've probably died to this guy at least once. Pretty sure, but we'll see. But yeah, this is coming to a close. I'm trying to basically push forward now because I've got some armor, but it looks like they've got a couple of guys up there with RPGs, and there's also that what do they call that thing? The stationary missile launcher. I don't know what it's actually called. Yeah.
Thing.
But they're all just useless.
Right? Do they use those in Rush? Because I've never hardly see them in Conquest.
They do on a board like this, especially when they have us so far pushed back. Because there's only one way to drive, right? Like where I was driving, that's the only way to go forward in that particular spot. And if you've got a tank there and that stationary missile launcher, then it's really hard to get through. So yeah, they use them some in Rush.
It's weird how much more in the map y'all get, right?
Yeah, I know. Well,
like it's limited from time to time, but as an overall factor, right?
It looks like we've got B-arm now, but
is this the last set of MCOMs?
Yeah, this is the last set of MCOMs, but I don't look at this guy sliding.
Oh god.
Here I probably shouldn't have spawned in on my teammate, but I felt like if I could take these guys out, we might have a chance at keeping that bomb. And a lot of times if you spawn in like that and you just remember, if the enemy is shooting at you, they're not disarming the bomb. They can't do both things, so I felt like if I spawned in there, I could get some kills or kind of be that nuisance, right, that the enemy would keep trying to shoot at, and we might buy us a little bit more time in planting that bomb, but it just didn't work. I think right here, I see a guy on my mini-map. You can probably see him down there now, but I think one of my guys killed him, but I think he's still over here, so this is why you see me going up trying to find this guy, but I think he's already dead. Remember, I just don't like having anybody behind me when I'm trying to run up on an MCOM.
Scared of that knife.
Yes, the knife. And what's up with the knife kill? Like
the animation.
Yeah, sometimes when I knife kill, I don't know if it's different on PC. We're playing on console, I know, right? I wish I had a PC that could run it.
Wouldn't that be nice?
But I know sometimes the knife kill animation, like I'll be behind somebody and I'll hit the button and nothing happens. Or
I don't know. I think there's something to be said about having like a controller in your hand, right?
Yeah.
It's more nostalgic for the gaming world. I mean, there's pros and cons, right? We sacrifice having 64 people.
Oh, I would love to play this game with 64
graphics and all those kind of things, but you know.
Oh, boy, I think this is where I get the. I think this is where we get. This is where he jumps over the wall, I think, and I think this is where we get the. A note that was an assist. I think it still happens though. Is it this guy? Yep, there it is. So that's our 6th time killing him, and as far as we know, that's how you do it. 6 kills.
Now, do you kill him again?
Probably, because we still got some tickets.
So it's every 6, right?
I would assume. Some of the forums used to say, you know, kill a guy 5 times in a row, and then every 2 times you kill him after that, you'll get the ribbon. But that's obviously not the case because it takes 6 times just to get the ribbon 1 time. So I don't know if like I were to kill him 2 more times now, I would get it again. Right, and then 2 more times I would get it again. I don't think that's the case because that's not how the other ribbons work. You know, if you get a ribbon for killing somebody 7 times with a shotgun, then you would have to kill him 7 more times,
right?
Not 2 more times. Yeah.
I just want to make sure. I know you experimented a lot more than I did. I would just, you know, it'd pop up and you'd be like, "How'd you get that?" I don't know, dude. I have no idea.
Honestly, at this point, the only thing that I'm not 100% sure on is whether DaVinci killed us 1 time. And we should have looked at that before we started the commentary, but we'll probably watch it again and leave something in the description. But regardless, we do know that you have to kill somebody 6 times The only thing we're not 100% sure on is whether you can die by that person while you're trying to do it. But I'm pretty sure that he killed me at least once.
Right.
So we weren't able to win, unfortunately. This was one of my losing matches. So I normally, everybody on YouTube normally posts their wins, but sometimes you learn a lot when you lose. We were down 2 people, so
but that wasn't the point of the video.
Nah, the point was just how to get the Nemesis Ribbon. So 6 kills, guys. 6 kills, same guy. You should get it, and we'll leave something in the description if we find out that we didn't die at the hands of Da Vinci one time. And we'll kind of clarify that. But if you have any questions, send us a message. Leave us a comment. We'll try to answer it for you. And that's it. Terror on Highway.
Good luck getting the medal.
Yeah, good luck, guys. Well, we hope you enjoyed the video. We appreciate you hanging out with us. If you want more trophies and achievements, just click on the icons in the top left.
Obviously, there's always Facebook and Twitter. Feel free to ask questions, critiques, whatever. Just let us know what you think and definitely what you want to see next. Aside from the sticky notes, we have a miscellaneous box full of random content, but you never really know what you're going to get.
And if you like what we do, subscribe. Thanks.